to our next conversation. Today we'll be focusing on timber. As the world over, there's been an increase in new home development, which has led to an increase in demand for furniture. Considering that timber is a major input into furniture production and the real estate sector, which has grown by about 1.7%. Let's talk to Lawrence Messi, analyst at financial derivatives company. Great to have you, Messi.
Thank you.
All right, so this current surge in demand for timber and the price surge too, what do you think is responsible for this?
Thank you for having me. The surge in demand and prices for timber is largely due to post-COVID-19 demand effects. Sawmills and production factories of timber were largely closed and had a lot of stock on hand as at when the lockdown occurred last year. But at the inception of the easing of lockdown procedures, it was met with a huge surge of demand, which has not been met, which is not commensurate with the increase in supply as well. And this has largely led to an increase in the prices of timber. This is also attributed to the fact that the real estate sector has grown globally in the world, and new home improvement and do-it-yourself procedures among families has also increased. So all of these have contributed to increased demand globally for timber and have resulted in the increase in prices.
All right, some climate change protagonists have attributed the recent fire outbreaks, especially in California and Brazil, to global warming. Some others hold contrary views. What will be the impact of these forest fires on the supply of timber, and any implication for Nigeria here?
I'd like to state that in addition to these fires, there's also been an issue of pestilence, even in Europe, that has largely limited the supply of timber in both Europe and America. And there's been organized action to actually temporarily ban the exportation of timber. This is in order to satisfy local demand within these countries. And this would result in increased importation costs for Nigeria, which also imports pulpwood for paper production. So these climate issues ordinarily will have an adverse effect on Nigeria's balance of trade and importation estimates.
All right, so you did mention pulpwood, and timber is utilized for furniture and structural construction, but it's predominant in tropical areas with high rainfall. However, Nigeria lost 55.7% of its primary forest between 2000 and 2005 due to illegal deforestation, which is still ongoing. How does this trend affect Nigeria's capacity to satisfy timber demand?
This trend of increased deforestation, which has been largely caused by illegal logging activities and exportation, largely to China and probably Korea, this trend has limited Nigeria's supply, its ability to produce timber on a self-sufficient scale. Also, this is met by increased prices globally as well. And this would make Nigeria's efforts to increase its production largely difficult because of climate concerns. Because in a desperate attempt to increase production with local wood supply, they would be largely contributing to deforestation and adverse climate change effects. So, however, a key remedy would be to ensure proper forest management services and to ensure that there is efficient investigation into illegal logging activities. But in the short run, Nigeria is going to experience a lot of adversity, especially from this illegal logging, which will limit its capacity to supply local demand, and subsequently they will only turn to importation.
All right, Lawrence Messi, thank you so much for your time on the program. Lawrence Messi is an analyst with Financial Derivatives Company. Thank you so much.
Thank you.